Hey, this is Cole, and this is Street Fighter Duel Fast Tips. Today we're diving a little bit deeper than my last video, so if you don't know what a gacha is even, consider checking that one out. This is for people who are a little bit more familiar with the genre and maybe played a little bit of this game as well. Auto and manual. Auto battling is an option that can be toggled on and off once you reach a certain point. It's a good way to grind an early game, but eventually you might start losing all auto battles that you do. When you start to lose auto battles this way, just remember that you can bypass some fights that you can't beat in auto by doing it manually. Leveling. Only ever focus on leveling your 4 highest tiered characters. You can artificially boost your other characters in the limit break feature once you unlock it. Fighters have a level cap based on their tier, so trying to slot in that fancy new M Bison that you got after clearing 1540 is just the equivalent of trying to put a bike tire on a car. It's not gonna go well, just slot them into your limit breaks. Gear. Gear in any gacha game is essential. When I first started playing gachas, I undervalued just how important the boosts that gear can give you, and this was the equivalent of me trying to go out into the ocean and fight a horde of sharks with a pool noodle. Don't try to fight sharks with a pool noodle. Remember to swap out your gear as you get newer and better gear. Skills. Skills are amazing. Skills are life. Most importantly, these can almost always be upgraded in any gacha, either by leveling or by using materials specifically for them. Street Fighter Duel utilizes a mix of both, so specific material will become useful when you get to awaken your first unit to SS tier. Read up on skills ahead of time in the fighter gallery so that you know which skills you want once the time rolls around. Awaken, Ascension, etc. Gachas have a mechanic where you can go beyond plus ultra your units. In Street Fighter Duel, you can feed your units to other units to increase their tier, from A to A+, to S, so on and so forth. Awakening these units gives them a boost to their stats and increases their level cap, meaning you can level them up more to clear content more easily. Tiers and feeding. Street Fighter Duel units are broken into C tier, B tier, and A tier. C tier units are garbage doo-doo butter. The game literally has the option to auto-dismantle them. Use it. B tier units in this game, as mentioned, can be fed to other units to raise their tier. A tier units also can be fed to other units, but you will need most or all A tier units at some point in the game, especially once you reach the higher levels like level 240 and beyond. So it's much better to only use base B tier characters to feed into A tiers. There are some caveats to this, such as if you are pushing for content and Steps of Honor, some A tier units are acceptable to feed into other A tier units. Fighting Spirit. Once your character reaches SS tier, they can unlock Fighting Spirit. These skills either replace a current skill, like Elena replacing Healing Dance with Curing Dance, giving the fighter another passive, such as T-Hawk increasing effect resistance up to 30% when taking damage, or entirely changing the nature of existing skills, such as M Bison increasing the damage that his Return of the Inferno passive does every time it triggers after the first time. Assist. Besides more stats and skills, Fighting Spirit also unlocks assists once they reach Fighting Spirit level 5. These are usually indispensable when it comes to event bosses and progression in general. Using previous characters' spirits as examples, Elena provides periodic heals to the assisted fighter, T-Hawk dispels a debuff from the fighter he is assisting and gives a shield equal to 5% of his health, and Bison gives the assisted fighter a second life when they would take fatal damage, as well as an increase to damage. Again, research Fighting Spirits ahead of time so that you know which one you might want to unlock the assist for, but there's much less risk than upgrading them beyond level 5. Stats. Stats are the thing that makes your PNG image a functional character. HP, defense, attack, crit rate, healing, damage reduction, the list goes on and on. I'll be releasing shorts going over some of the more confusing stats and what they mean in the near future. Every character will have a different number for each stat, and while you can see the difference at level 1, the difference changes massively once you add gear to your characters and increase stats by the percentage of their base stat. Collabs. These events exist for 2 different reasons: drive people to download the game and earn money. Different games do collabs differently, but with Street Fighter Duel, expect collaboration characters like Monster Hunter Ken and Dante from Devil May Cry if he ends up in the game to be pay-to-win units, not free-to-play friendly. If you're curious to see for yourself what these collaboration characters actually look like, keep your eyes peeled on May 3rd, where there might be an announcement in the Discord. That's all the tips I had this week. Next week I'll be back again with more advanced tips, going over things such as Interrupt, Cody's jailbreak skill, and a few other things. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe. I have... what's that? Oh, we're getting a special announcement. Hold on just 1 second. Hello. Now, many of you, like me I'm sure, are true connoisseurs of fighting games, so I have an offer. As you know, Dan is the best character in Street Fighter Duel, the best character in any Street Fighter anywhere. So, I want to bring you this, a new stretch goal. If we reach 690, nice, subs, then I will start a new series. A Dan run where I use Dan in any match that I'm able to use him in. This means challenge stages, this means event stages, this also means the wind tower because I can't use him in the other two. Now, you know what you have to do. 690 is the number. Nice. That's it for me though, and I'll round out this video. As always, remember to tell the people in your life that you care about and that you love them. Toodaloo!